Good afternoon. My name is Roberto Carvalhas. I am an intern with a Massachusetts-based assistive technology program. I am here with Jerry Feliz, who is an assistive technology director. Jerry works with clients with vision impairments and other forms of disabilities. Good afternoon, Jerry.
Good afternoon, Roberto. It's a pleasure to be with you.
It's a pleasure to be with you as well. One of the things I picked up from you last year as an intern was your patience. Where does that come from?
My patience comes from personal experience. My patience comes from working with clients who are facing rather difficult challenges in life. They're challenges that have to do with getting used to vision loss. We service people from all sorts of spectrums of vision loss. So whether it's progressive vision loss, whether it's slow progressive vision loss, whether it's total vision loss, whether the person has sustained some vision loss, but the vision is stable, we provide service from the point that vision loss begins for the person. So the spectrum goes from low vision to legal blindness to no vision to it could even be something as simple as dealing with a temporary vision loss like going through cataracts. So patience is a crucial component to being able to service the client because one, it allows you to have a platform or canvas for analyzing that person's needs from a technology standpoint and what's going to work best for that individual. You have to have patience as an instructor. You also have to pass on the need for the client to have patience for themselves because they need to learn a new way to access information, to interface with the world, to use technology to accomplish tasks that they otherwise would not be able to do with their newfound vision loss.
What is the motivation for starting a YouTube channel?
It's a multi-layered answer, just like many things. One, I wanted to give my perspective, which is a needed perspective. With my cultural background, I'm Latino. I feel there's a shortage of that in this space. I wanted a global outreach as well to clients that have that same cultural background, in addition to other communities that may benefit from my unique perspective. I've been in this space, the access technology, assistive technology space, for over 10 years. I've seen the changes in emerging technologies, as well as the changes in the field generally speaking. And I feel like I can add a perspective that will provide sufficient value for people. It's a perspective that looks at low vision. It's a perspective that looks at blindness differently. It definitely falls in line with not putting people in a box, but a perspective that looks at multiple angles to try to fit people with the best technology for them, provide recommendations that will help the person accomplish the task that they want to accomplish. It is a task-based model. It is the model that I use in my professional work environment, but it's also a philosophy that I've always implemented in terms of whatever organization I have had the privilege of working with. I've always implemented a model that was malleable, that was flexible, and that took many different perspectives into account when making a recommendation, a referral, or just showing someone a specific application or physical tool that would help improve their quality of life.
How did you end up in the assistive technology field?
Well, it was a serendipitous circumstance. I went back to college. I had worked a labor job for 6 years, and I said, you know what? I got to go finish my degree. So I applied for work at an assistive technology lab. They called it an adaptive technology lab at a local college here. And it ended up being a perfect situation for me. I worked with people of varying abilities, whether they were physical issues with dexterity, fine motor skill issues, or visual impairments, uh, or learning impairments. That gave me a very broad but specific experience working with people to help them accomplish the goal of finishing school with the use of assistive technology. And so whether it was working with software like Kurzweil, which was a pioneering software at the time in OCR software, and it also worked with hardware as well to make physical and digital content accessible. It allowed many people to be able to better their academic experience with the use of that technology. So I provided a lot of training in that technology, as well as other physical and digital technologies to help people succeed academically. And it also really provided a space for me to grow as an instructor, because I worked with faculty. I also worked with students. I also worked with people in the community as well. And it opened up some doors. I mean, from there, I went from a academic environment to a business environment, more of a corporate environment. And now I'm also working in the public sector in the nonprofit space. So I've had the opportunity to really work in multiple spaces to try to service the vision impaired community. And I hope to take that experience and just share it with others in a larger way, so people have access to some of the knowledge I've gained over the years. From my perspective, this is going to be from my perspective, not an organizational perspective, but from my over 10 years of experience in the access technology, assistive technology, and innovation technology space.
You mentioned your 10 years, and I'm sure that you've had a lot of clients in those 10 years. What have your clients taught you?
Persistence, perseverance, consistency. They've taught me to become a better instructor, and I hope to continue with that.
Thank you for your time. It was a pleasure to interview you, and good luck.
Thank you.